Today we begin with one of the most important political stories flying under the radar right now. In his second term, President Donald Trump is pushing aggressively on one of his core promises, immigration enforcement. He is investing massive political capital, resources, and authority into cracking down on undocumented immigrants. But something unexpected is happening, something that is seriously derailing his entire strategy. And it's not Congress. It's not Democrats staging protests. It's not activists in the streets. It's the federal courts. Trump's administration rolled out a sweeping mandatory detention policy. Under this policy, immigrants, even those with no criminal records, even those who complied with government check-ins, even those who posed no threat to public safety, were being detained immediately. No bond hearings, no due process, no opportunity to present their case. They were held indefinitely while the government decided what to do next. From a political standpoint, the policy sounded tough. It signaled strength to Trump's base. It projected action and authority. But legally, it turned out to be a disaster. Across the country, federal judges began reviewing individual cases, and the rulings came fast and overwhelmingly against the administration. More than 300 federal judges have now rejected this mandatory detention policy in over 1,600 cases. Only 14 judges nationwide have ruled in favor of it. That alone is striking. But here's the part that stunned even seasoned legal observers. 33 of the judges who ruled against the policy were appointed by Trump himself. These are not partisan attacks. These are judges from across the ideological spectrum, Democratic appointees, Republican appointees, and Trump appointees, all reaching the same conclusion. This policy violates the Constitution. The reason is due process. Under the 5th and 14th Amendments, people inside the United States, including undocumented immigrants, have constitutional protections. They are entitled to a hearing. They are entitled to know why they're being detained. They are entitled to seek release through a bond hearing. The government cannot simply lock people up indefinitely without legal process. Judges are looking at these cases and seeing people with jobs, families, work permits, and years of compliance suddenly detained without explanation or timeline. And they are saying no. Over and over again. The volume is staggering. More than 100 new lawsuits are being filed every single day. Courts are flooded. One federal judge compared the situation to Sisyphus, endlessly pushing a boulder uphill only to watch it roll back down. A clear sign of judicial frustration with the administration's persistence despite constant defeats. So how did the Trump administration respond? Not by rewriting the policy, not by working with Congress, not by narrowing its legal scope. Instead, it fired judges. Nearly 100 immigration judges were removed or forced out. Some courts lost more than half their staff. The San Francisco Immigration Court was shut down entirely. The move was widely seen as an attempt to consolidate control and eliminate internal resistance. But here's the problem. Immigration judges are administrative judges. Federal district judges are not. Trump cannot fire them, and they are the ones blocking his policy. So the legal reality hasn't changed. The courts continue ordering releases. They continue mandating bond hearings. They continue enforcing constitutional limits on executive power. This puts Trump in a difficult position politically. Immigration enforcement is central to his second-term agenda. His base expects results, but repeated court defeats slow deportations, weaken enforcement, and create the perception that his administration is being checked at every turn. At the same time, opponents are using these rulings to argue that Trump is overreaching, that he's testing the boundaries of executive power and reacting to resistance by trying to silence the judiciary. Ultimately, this story is about more than immigration. It's about checks and balances. It's about whether presidential power has limits. And right now, the federal courts are delivering a clear message. No matter who occupies the White House, the Constitution still sets the rules.